All right, it's beautiful outside and frightful, and it's
no, we didn't get any snow here.
But they're saying there might be a little bit of snow headed our way
on Christmas Eve.
On Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
What's going on, everybody? Hello, and welcome to Los Tres Maduros, the Saturday edition. We are running way behind and way late, but a couple of quick things just to get them out of the way. Remember, everybody, this is just for entertainment purposes. Laugh and have a good time. Of course, the music is not ours, but we want to give due props. It was you guys, what was it, Twisted Sisters? Let us know.
No, that's on the end of Sisters.
Oh, Twisted Sister.
There you go.
Because apparently his sister was really insane.
Dee Snider is a great person.
Who's Dee Snider?
Lead singer.
Okay, great guy.
Twisted Sister is a term used for exhaust pipes.
Cars. Exhaust pipes and cars. Yes, I knew that. That's us right there. By the way, if you guys were wondering who are these three young, handsome, dynamic, entrepreneurial gods, it's us right there. This is the main man himself, Irish Stallion with 0 losses, 38 wins, all by running away and shooting backwards. Seamus Tully.
I'm back.
He's back, thank God. Running away, shooting backwards. Hey, that's good.
So what, it took us moving to a different location for him to show up again?
I think so.
I is back, and I is still black.
Oh, yes, Back in Black. Men in Black. Yo, I got to go into this one. Because you guys know I'm addicted to, like, weird shows on Netflix. I'm telling you, there's some good stuff on Netflix that is insane. But before we get to that, the main man himself, direct from Hangar 1 headquarters, Mr. Ufologist. This is Mike the Man Striegel.
It's Hangar 18.
It's Hangar 1. Hangar
18.
No, actually, if you watch the series, it's called Hangar 1.
Yeah, that's to throw everybody off. It's really Hangar 18.
But you're giving them away. Don't tell anybody. People might, the government's out there. And then, of course, yours truly, the real insane conspiracy theorist. I believe the mothership's about to land any day now. This is Duncan Ramon Echevarria, your cigar consigliere.
Well, it might not be far off because they did get us an unknown signal recently.
Really?
Yeah.
They did a what?
They received an unknown alien signal from space.
Nice. So, John Kirby, let it snow. There you go, my main man. We're talking today. It's gonna be a fun show. Listen, we're starting with alien topics and Twisted Sister.
I have a fun fact about alien transmission.
Hold on, real quick, because we're gonna dive into it. Today's cigar, it's a fantastic smoke. I just really want to say a very, I'm saying it for these guys, but we are all very thankful for the friendship of Michael Carter. Michael Carter has given us a Christmas present that is really beautiful. It's awesome. It's fantastic. It is 3 Opus X 20th anniversary edition cigars. We're supposed to do a little bit of a talk on them, a little bit of a review.
All they can see of us is our heads.
Yeah, you guys will be all right.
And the most important part is that.
I think you should stand. I think we should all stand. Jose, can you see? Yes, fine, thank you, very well. I see just fine.
Sit down.
What, man? That's the guy who was like singing the national anthem. He just had a heavy accent. Jose, can you see?
And his brother Jose?
No.
Anyways, I hope everybody's having a great time. We got some fun topics to get into. You say you have an anecdote because you were prodded by an alien or something? Or?
No.
Okay, thank God.
Prodded.
I didn't say pro. I went a little bit easier. I said prodded. I didn't say pro.
That just means you got poked.
No, I got
poking.
I got a bit of science for you guys.
Weird or otherwise?
No.
Weird science.
Yeah, I love that movie.
That shows our age.
Yeah.
You guys know.
Who was the actress in it?
Kelly LeBrock.
Very good.
How many of us boys back in those days did not have fantasies about making a Frankenstein that looked like Kelly LeBrock? Good Lord bless them.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yes, I am. I'm going to do this. I'm going to live dangerously.
You're
Either
gonna
gonna jab his finger or
yourself.
yeah. Either way, it's not a good situation.
I'm hoping for me. But go ahead. Anecdote. Go ahead.
So, you guys know that I'm in communications in the Marine Corps. And for those of you out in the fucking Twitter sphere out there, Facebook and YouTube land, there you go. There's my job in the Marine Corps, communications.
You basically ran telephone line.
He's such a well-spoken young man. There you go.
Anyway,
Go ahead.
so we have HF, which is high frequency,
Yep.
and UHF, which is
Ultra high
ultra high frequency.
Ooh, look at you guys are smart, man. I'm learning some stuff today.
We used to have that on TVs.
Wow.
Right.
We used to have that on TVs growing up.
I don't. BHF and UHF, that's what you're talking about? Oh, okay.
Very high frequency, ultra high
Oh,
frequency.
yeah.
So,
What the heck do I know?
get this. We use the actual atmosphere to bounce our radio signals off of to reach farther.
Correct.
Right.
So we
Yeah.
have to dial the frequency just so that it bounces off the atmosphere
Right.
and lands where we want it to land. Sort of like skipping a rock on water.
Right. It has to do with wavelengths. Depending on the
Right.
the width of the wavelength, it'll either go through
Right.
or bounce off.
So if
See, that's smart too.
Yes, I agree. Hold on. I agree because when she sang the national anthem, I felt a little throw up in my throat. And listen, Roseanne Barr, you communist sack of garbage. Get out of here. I don't like her. I just don't like her. I'm saying I don't like her. And but anyways, sorry.
Yeah, that's why she got thrown off of her own show
She's an
when
idiot.
they brought it back.
She's an idiot. God, is she just not an idiot? Because I think she's an idiot. Just like that. The emphasis on she's an idiot.
it's 2020, she can be whatever it wants to be.
And she truly is an it in my book.
So anyway,
Okay.
Back-
Frequency, skipping stones, playing with aliens. Go for it. I
so
have no
if
idea where
you
this is
dial
going.
the power up too much on your radios, it'll actually shoot through the atmosphere and go off into space.
Yep.
Now, it will come back
Oh
after
God.
It does bounce.
Oh God.
after it bounces off of something else.
Yeah,
Oh, God.
So now it's actually been a known fact. They're getting stuff from like the 60s back.
That's what I was gonna say. They are receiving radio transmissions from Marines and soldiers in Vietnam calling for fire support.
Wow. That's
Yeah, like you could hear the gunfire in the background, and like they're saying that.
Charlie's coming. Charlie's coming.
Yeah, and, like, there's-
Light him up.
these guys are on the radios like, these guys are asking for fire support in Vietnam. Like, I don't. It's just a whole big thing. It's actually really interesting to read about.
Send Puff the Magic Dragon in. Light them up.
You know what the Magic Dragon was?
Of course. That big helicopter with at the time.
Nope.
No. Okay.
It was not a helicopter.
It was a C-130.
Was it C-130? Was it Hercules?
Mhm.
I didn't know that. I thought
No,
it
it
was
was
I
not.
thought it was a gunship.
The new one is now the Spectre
I
gunship.
thought that that was a gunship.
Yeah, Puff the Magic Dragon was a DC-3. What the airborne used to jump out of during World War II.
Okay.
Then they switched it to a C-130.
Well, during Vietnam, it was still a DC-3. When they decommissioned that platform, they got C-130s. So it was 4 miniguns, 7 barrels, 1,000 rounds.
You're right. I got it confused because there's.
The Apache gunship was the
I
helicopter.
tell you what, but this thing, when that thing was blowing out bullets, it was like a storm.
Of lead.
Oh, insane! It was like 6, 7, 10,000 rounds like a minute or something like that. It was disgusting. I loved it, by the way.
Yeah. Now the C-130 gun, newborn has 20mm cannon, two Gatling guns on it, and then I think there's even a bigger cannon than the 20mm.
There's also a partridge in a pear tree. I've heard.
Yeah.
Probably.
Maybe.
So they have guns on both sides, but they have the Dillon Arrow, which is a Gatling gun, 7 barrels. This gun will put 1 bullet in every square inch of a football field in something like 5 minutes. Like it's
But,
Rate of fire.
With or without football players.
with is way more
I
interesting.
mean,
Oh, yeah.
I'm just saying.
You see those guys, and here's a kick.
What happened? I don't know, but it's a bloodbath on the field. I don't know what just happened. It's literally blood everywhere, Americans. Oh God, the insanity, the humanity of it all.
So they have.
What is that? That was a Hindenburg.
Yeah.
Oh, the humanity of it all.
So they've got the Gatling gun. They have 40mm grenade launchers and a 105mm howitzer.
Yep. I couldn't
On
remember
this
what
aircraft.
I didn't know what the new one was.
They've got a full-size fucking cannon.
Thank you, Michael. When the video uploads, I'm going to edit it with the title as well to showcase that it is. Today we're and Michael Carter. Thank you again. I don't know if you heard us earlier.
Big thanks.
Dude, beautiful gift from not just a brother, but a foundation of what we do here as the three amigos and the los tres Maduros. Mike, you never want to jump on the show. Mike has literally been on the other side of the camera several times at the shop, and he never wants to.
We're gonna fool him.
I
Until the camera's
want
not
Mike
rolling.
one day with us to have a good time with us and just laugh a little bit.
I think he wants a life after the show.
This is possible.
We
But
have
again,
no life.
thank
What
you,
you
man.
I don't know about you. I don't know what you were thinking.
So let's begin with this. Let's just a quick side note into the cigarology aspect of what we do.
So
Okay.
you're trying to rein it back in, are you?
Well, just a scotch, a soupçon, as my good friend Julia Childs used to say. Today, we've just been having a soupçon of salt. I was like, what the heck's a soupçon? And apparently it's like a little pinch or something like that.
Is that like that guy who does this with the freaking?
No, you know what? But hey, on a weird note, that guy has become like a
I
multi-millionaire
know.
with just the salt thing, whatever, salt bear, whatever he's called. But anyways, real quick, today we're smoking the 20th anniversary edition of the Opus X. The dates on them were December the 19th and December the 20th, or December the 19th. I'm sorry,
20 years.
yeah, thinking December the 20th. So it gives it about a good year plus, or about a year of good solid aging.
So do cigars age like whiskey ages, or is it different? Because whiskey ages in a barrel.
So you got a great question there, and you asked also something earlier. But real quick, before we do that, because I like where you're going with this topics, Mikey, what are you? I mean, I know that you always say you don't have the best, but what are you getting out of this amazing little cigar? Knowing what it is, does your mind think differently now that you know what you're smoking? But what are you getting out of it?
Well, I mean, first off, when you see the name Opus X, because of the name, you automatically assume that it's going to be a good cigar.
Right. It's a given. I get you. Yes,
So,
sir.
I don't know whether that sets your expectations high automatically or not. For some people, it might. Excellent draw. I got pepper right off of the end from the beginning, and that's basically what I'm getting is some really good, strong tobacco right now.
Beautiful. Beautiful. I love that. You got a better palate than the two of us. What are your thoughts, man? Does the fact that it is an Opus, does the fact that it's, this super premium impact anything mentally right as you're smoking it? Tell me a little bit about it. What's going on?
I understand that it is like the sports car of,
Yeah,
most
dude.
cigar
Yeah,
brands.
dude. I'm with you on
And it
that
is a
one.
good cigar,
Mhm.
but the name itself means nothing to me.
Good. Okay, that's good. And I'll tell you why that's good, guys. It shouldn't. When you smoke a cigar,
Right.
in my humble opinion, yes, it's branded, because it's something it's a legacy, it's history, it's amazing. But if you want to smoke a cigar, sort of alienate yourself. See, again, back circle to aliens, right?
Mhm.
Alienate yourself from what you're sort of looking at, and begin to say, I'm looking forward to smoking this tobacco and see what it tells me. I agree and I respect that,
I mean, like I said, I am aware that it's not a cheap cigar. It's not a daily smoke. But
I mean, if you're a billionaire, it could be a daily smoke.
Take it easy, Mike. I appreciate the gift again. Thank
Already?
you very much.
Thank you.
Yeah, he's probably either got to work. I think he's working, or he's got a honeydew. Either or, very important
Well, I
stuff.
thought that was something we said.
Working is lame.
But it is a good cigar. I got a lot of pepper, like what Mike said, and tobacco are the two main flavors that I'm getting right now. So I have a different problem than what you guys have, because mine actually cracked, and I think the only reason that is because the extreme weather change that we're
Gotcha.
going through right now.
Okay.
Mhm.
And I'm not sure if they were
I had them in a little bag that Mike gave me that had a little bobita. But my fault is I believe that I had them at the shop. From the shop, I brought them here. It's a little warmer in here. I should have sort of like taken them out and let them acclimatize a little bit.
Shit, that reminds me.
You know, are you okay?
Oh shit, that reminds me. That's never good.
You gotta.
I got a box of cigars that's been sitting in my car for like 2 days.
Bathroom is right on the corner, so.
But it's a box, but it's still sealed in the cellophane.
Yeah, you should be good to go. It's gonna be all right.
Even though it got down into the 20s and 30s.
Well,
what about the temperature?
So funny thing, cigars. When God forbid you get like tobacco beetle, and I hate to say it, it happens. It happens. Take the box or take the grouping of cigars and immediately put them in the freezer.
I have heard that. Yeah.
For about overnight to 24 hours. That completely eliminates.
Or in our
everything.
case, just stick them outside.
Or right now, stick them outside.
Well, not right now because I don't think it's above freezing.
So 2 days is not bad. What I would do then, take them into.
Put them back in the house.
Yeah.
Your house, and just gradually let them acclimatize again. You may even, believe it or not, say, well, I'm going to put them in the refrigerator.
Okay.
The reason for that is the refrigerator is
you got to bring it down slowly.
It's cold,
right?
But it's not that aggressive cold that they went through. And then after about another day, you can take them out to your regular room environment and let them acclimatize.
Yeah, because they've been upstairs. I usually keep the sealed boxes upstairs where my humidor is downstairs.
Right. Yeah. So again, just.
But I don't have any heat going on the second floor.
No, you're good. That's not even bad. Actually, cigars appreciate a little bit of a cooler environment.
So should I put my humidor back upstairs then?
I would say for the season you might want to, and then when you want to smoke a cigar, just bring it out and let it sit for a little bit and acclimatize so it can come to terms.
Yeah, because that's what a lot of people don't do is they'll just get it and smoke it.
Yeah. So you were saying you're going into, and I apologize for flavors. What are you liking about it?
It's not very harsh. I don't like a lot of pepper in my cigars. It's not particularly a note that I'm looking for while I'm smoking. But a little hint is not bad to go with more like a leather or like a tobacco flavor. It depends on the profile of the cigar, but I generally prefer more of the leather and coffee notes.
Gotcha.
So, like I said, it is a good cigar, and it doesn't have a really heavy pepper taste. I think it's just enough. It's a good blend.
Well, I'll tell you what. On my end, from the onset, excellent draw. I mean, absolutely flawless. I've always said this. I'm biased because I love anything by Fuente.
You're trading because mine's crap.
No, hell no. But I do see that in mine as well. There is a slight separation in the wrapper. So again, I attribute that to the instability of the temperature changes.
And that shouldn't go against the manufacturer.
Yeah,
because that can happen at any.
I mean, I assume full responsibility because I transported them. I may have mishandled. They were in the box. They were inside of a bag, and in my rush to today, we were running late. I basically karate chopped them too.
Yeah.
So, but
good. They want to smoke an Opus? Well, they're not getting the good shit.
You see that right there? It's a little separation right there.
Mine's not cracked. Mine's doing really well.
That's great, and that's fantastic.
So that was supposed to be Duncan's cigar. He just gave it to you on accident.
They're like, yes. Damn it. Doggone it. I think I got the smallest of the three of them.
Smallest?
Yeah, they were like, I think, different sizes each or something like that.
Oh, really?
Believe it or not. No, if you look at that one and that one, I think you guys were about the same size. This was just a little bit shorter. I don't know why. I thought they were all identical when I saw them.
Is that a size difference, or is it just? I mean,
I
assume
they do different sizes.
On that.
Yeah, no, they do different sizes. I think they do about 4 standard sizes for the Opus X 20th. Hey, Thomas Lawfrey, what's going on, kiddo?
Hey, what's up, buddy?
Today we are smoking the Opus X 20th anniversary edition. Our good friend Michael Carter dropped it off for us to do a little bit of review, to do a little bit of a talk about it, and to let you guys know what our thoughts are on them.
It was Thomas's birthday yesterday.
I know. Happy birthday to you. Visualize me getting naked for you, Thomas.
Whoa!
I meant for Thomas. For Thomas.
Well, not with us in the room.
Well, not with us in the room. Wrong visual. Wrong visual. Okay, I take it back. Don't visualize that unless you want to.
Go to his OnlyFans.
There you go. OnlyFans. But no, good draw. Nice construction. As I said, I do see there's a little slight separation. It happens. Flavor profiles, guys. I got a little bit of a zing, a little bit of a bite right at the tip of my tongue. Just a dash of soft pepper, not a pepper explosion. Very woody. I like the kind of like cedar-y kind of tanginess.
Well, these came with a cedar.
Yeah, I love that, man.
Probably.
Really, really nice. And I love that. You know, when cigars have that nice, clean, woody taste to it, I love that. So far, like I said, I'm about maybe half inch in. You know, I'm loving it. I think that
we're all about the same.
Just a tip, just the tip. See the stuff that he says. God Almighty, these young kids. So we've been talking about some fun, weird stuff from the onset. It was, aliens. You know, bouncing signals.
Aliens.
So interesting, you said that we are now receiving signals that went out during the 60s in the Vietnam War back down because they impacted something and then they eventually came back down. That's pretty cool, man. And then Mike, of course, went completely apeshit on us and he said, "We got aliens coming." Did you say that?
No, I said they just recently received a strange signal.
Oh, it's strange.
So here's another fun fact. The antennas on the backs of
aliens?
No.
Oh, okay.
I mean, they might have antennas.
They might have antennas.
But the antennas on the backs of the military trucks, don't touch those. Don't lean on them. Don't get near them. Because if somebody keys up the radio and you're hanging onto it, you're gonna ride the lightning. Let me tell you.
Yeah. Wow, that's a fun fact right there.
It's like, yeah. Anyway.
So you're talking to your buddy. The antenna's right there. You're leaning against it with knowing that somebody cranks the car, the Humvee up.
The handset says, "Hey, we need this and that."
So the car could be on or the Humvee could be on
until somebody goes to talk through the radio, and you will get lit the fuck
Big
up.
Papa, bring in Puff the Magic Dragon, and then the guy behind you is being lit up like Puff the Magic Dragon.
Yeah.
Wow, I didn't know
It's
that.
a new Christmas tree ornament.
Yeah. We learn things in this show. We do. It's amazing. Wow.
Well, Christmas tree. Christmas tree.
I'm a big fan of the
Just
whole
hope he doesn't
alien
have a
thing.
finger on the trigger when that happens.
And then you take the guy who's being electrocuted, and the guy in front of him gets cut in half by the bullets.
So,
wow.
My dad, back in the 70s,
back in the days, my old man.
His buddy had a rifle that he was a gunsmith, and he built this rifle so that the recoil would pull the gun away. So the idea was it would lessen the recoil. But what happened was the way he built it with the end of the barrel had backwards facing ports, so the muzzle blast would shoot this way, pulling the gun
Sort of the way the Barrett's set up.
Yes. So when he went
for the non-speakers, the Barrett, it's a big gun.
A 50 caliber.
Yeah, it's a big gun. It's a big gun.
So the way the gun was set up, it
gun.
would use the spent gas after the bullet was fired to pull the rifle forward, so it reduces recoil. He did it too well, and it pulled the rifle almost out of his hands.
Wow.
So he hung on to it while the weapon is shooting, full automatic.
And
it just keeps running away from him, and he can't let go of the trigger because it's being pulled out of his hands. And he's trying to hang on to the gun.
It's a double whammy. I love it.
Yeah.
So the weapon's going one way. He's pulling this way. The recoil push is going actually in favor of the weapon.
So think about someone trying to rip the weapon out of your hands, and you're still trying to hang on to it.
That's awesome, dude.
It's running away from him. It was hilarious.
Things happen. Things happen in America, and particularly
in the 70s, right?
It was the 70s. Things happen,
Before all this assault.
I tell you what, man.
That's why I like. Have you seen the fully automatic 12 gauge?
Yes.
Those are nice.
The AA-12 or the Sega.
Well, there's a civilian version of it too.
I prefer the Genesis. Sega Genesis.
Yeah,
yes. Yeah, that was good. Is that what we're talking about?
No.
I didn't.
Talking about a Russian shotgun.
Basically, a shotgun that's fully automatic.
And
Who needs that? Who needs that? One at a time. Okay. Why? Everybody's gonna wonder, why do you need a Sega Genesis shotgun?
Multiple intruders into the house.
How many people are gonna be assaulting you? What do you got, like Fort Knox in your house?
Hey, world's going to shit. What do you want?
What's in my house is none of your business.
Exactly.
Lord bless it.
I'm in my house.
You know?
And I like me quite a bit.
Yeah, it's crazy. I don't know, man. I mean, I dig it, but it's a shotgun. Lord's sakes,
I
man. It's like-
prefer rifles because I just want to shoot the person. I don't want to have to do drywall work.
Yeah, see,
later.
now there you go. I can respect that. I
Well,
can
that's why
respect
you
that.
use a 12 gauge because kind of keep it tight. It's just a little bit of spackling, you're done.
Yeah.
That's insane, man. Listen, real quick, thanks to the guys at BCA, the Boutique Cigar Association. I jumped on board yesterday during a Zoom video. I don't do a lot of these Zoom things.
But a lot of people didn't know about Zoom until this crap happened.
Yeah, I didn't.
So
I
I've
wish I
got a
would've
theory about
invested
the
in Zoom.
coronavirus. Here's my theory.
You got late breaking news. Go ahead.
My theory is coronavirus was started by
Aliens.
DoorDash,
Oh.
Grubhub, and what's the other? DoorDash, Grubhub,
Zoom.
and the other one.
Oh,
Netflix. I have no idea. Airbnb.
Postmate.
Yeah, and it was funded by Netflix and freaking
Amazon Prime.
yeah.
And Disney Plus. God, I knew that Disney Plus had a hand in this.
Have you seen Mandalorian?
Merry Christmas, Stephen. Man, the big chief himself is watching right now. Hey, all the best to the Finley clan.
Merry Christmas.
Love you, your dad, man. Bless everybody. I hope you guys are having a wonderful, wonderful Christmas season down there. So thank you very much for watching. Mandalorian, you said?
Have you ever watched that one?
No. We were on this on Carrie's show on Thursday.
Yeah.
He invited me in, and now if you guys don't know this about Kirby Ahante, the man is a god when it comes to the Star Wars universe. Like he knows all the storylines and backstories. He's a geek when it comes to that.
I thought you were too.
No, not Star Wars. I'm a geek when it comes to like the Marvel universe and stuff like
So
that.
you like superheroes, not sci-fi.
People in spandex do it for me. What can I tell you?
Well, remind me never to wear spandex.
Don't wear spandex. Do you wear spandex regularly?
No.
Okay, thank God. Well, then don't, because
You know
that's a
what me
hell
and
of a
Al
damn
were watching
visual.
last night?
What were you and Allie watching last night?
Pinky and the Brain.
Oh, that is a badass. I love that.
So, Pinky, what are we going to do tonight? Same thing we do every night. Try to conquer the world. I love Pinky and the Brain,
Yeah.
dude. We were talking.
Acme Labs.
We were talking cartoons last night, also on this BCA Zoom. Accidentally, I hit a theme music. There was a cartoon show back in the day, I think in the early 90s. It was called Defenders of the Earth. And it's a collaboration. Okay, I'm going to give you guys a quick, simple breakdown. It was Flash Gordon, Mandrake the Magician, the Phantom, of course, known as the Ghost Who Walks, and then Lothar, which was a strong man of the team. And then it's their kids and their fight against Ming the Merciless. It was like a reinterpretation of the Flash Gordon series.
Yeah.
But I accidentally hit the button. I know you heard in the background was like, Defenders of the Earth! Boom, 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 Defenders!
Oh, no.
Oh my God. And the guys are like, what are you listening to? And I go, I'm sorry. It was.
It would have been so great if it was the opening, like right as soon as hello everybody, and then Defenders of the Earth. Like, yes.
I mean, it was an accident. But man, the guys were actually really cool about it. Armin, I can never pronounce his last name. He is one of the owners of DAV Cigars. Immediately, he knew what I was talking about. Huh?
Disabled American Veterans.
That's what DAV also stands for.
Yeah, we'll go with that. Disabled American Veterans. Yeah. So, but no, the cigar line DAV Cigars. But he knew what I was talking about, man. He was like, "Oh my God, I used to watch that cartoon." I was like, "What?"
Did you ever watch the live-action Flash Gordon?
Yeah, well, the movie.
The movie, yeah.
I saw
that was
that
a good
one.
one with the flying monkeys and shit.
Yeah, I saw that one and stuff like that. By the way, to the podcasters who are listening, we're coming up on a little bit under the last minute. We're going to go ahead and make sure that we click save and get the show ready to be uploaded this afternoon as soon as we're done. Thank you
Come
very
watch
much,
the
guys.
shenanigans on YouTube or Facebook Live.
Absolutely. I'm going to go ahead and make sure that we set that banner running right now, right there. Let me see. There you go. So it's please remember to subscribe to the YouTube channel, Don't You Only Cigars.
Tell your friends.
Tell your friends. And that little bell thingy, that's the one you got to click to let you know we're on. So definitely, guys, please subscribe.
Mm-hmm.
We are at almost 110 subscribers. So very happy about that.
And we're in the new studio.
And we're in the new studio, which is still in the works. I believe that we're going to be doing a better. I have that camera over there. I don't know if you guys can see it. I'm going to try to set it up again So we can use that. It's way
You mean
better.
the VHS one that's sitting there?
The little one that's right down there, yeah. And I ordered that one. Remember when we were at the old shop?
Yeah, I remember. It
We
works
struggled.
pretty
It just now got here.
So, well, considering it was like from China and stuff like that. But what he said, we're gonna do that. Working on trying to set up the mic a little bit better as well. So
Yeah, how is the sound quality?
yeah, please guys, let us know. You know, if you guys are listening, it should be pretty decent because I think the distance is about the same that we had back at the shop and stuff like that. But it's a continual work in progress.
Nerds, you know that, don't you?
Yeah, he's a super. I'm a super duper nerd. I mean, I am truly a super duper nerd.
No, there's a reason why I said that.
Why? What's up?
Because he posted that we were nerds.
Well, we are. I mean, we are super duper nerds. Let me see if I can do this real quick so I can set it up and save it. Add a sponsored segment. There we go.
On our new
Save the
Chinese
episode.
camera, we got Seamus Duncan and Mike here to tell us all about the Opus X.
He did that, not me. I'm just saying. Listen here, Mao Zedong. We love you. You do great work for everybody, or not.
A few people.
A
No,
few
it's
people.
not. It's not Mao Zedong anymore. It's we
We call him Father Mao.
President Z or whatever.
We call him-
Xi Jinping.
In my heart, it will always be Father Mao.
With the killing fields. Great.
Yes.
That's
Granddaddy Mao.
In my heart is
Hey,
a,
wait. And you got mad at me for trying to name Pedro Chavez?
He wanted to call the guy who stepped in for you on Wednesday. You know, our good buddy with the Guayabera.
Oh, fucking
Pedro
Hialeah. Can we talk about that?
Pedro de Hialeah. I mean, I'm serious, dude. This guy just like makes. To me, it was like, oh, it's hardcore. I love it.
But the irony of Chavez would have been perfect.
Do you see it? I don't. I mean,
I would have named him Che.
Oh, wow. Pedro Che Chavez.
Hmm?
Che Chavez.
No,
Just Che.
Che Sanchez.
I'd shoot him. I would then. I would shoot Pedro then. We got a thing against Che, man. We do. We don't like him.
Now fucking millennials put him on T-shirts.
Jesus.
Yeah, I know.
You know, I thought I was on with the F-bomb problem. I see now who was the inspiration for it all. He's like, you're welcome.
But you got mad at me because I thought it would be ironic, and some people.
Well, you know, I mean, I really wanted something that was a little bit more, that had a little bit of a funner, a more fun twist, I guess. And Hialeah,
Fun.
I told you the story behind Hialeah. I mean, it's
Yeah,
like,
you did.
Fun is a state of being. It's an absolute. It's not subject to change.
Correct.
So funner is incorrect. More
Yes.
fun is incorrect. It's just
fun. We are having a ton of fun. We are at fun levels unlike any other before.
Correct.
Fun levels are being blown away
fun level
completely.
10.
Yeah.
Fun level 10, 10th level of fun. This is really not funkin' well right now. I'm really trying. I'm trying so hard. Anyways,
Why are you trying to throw new words out?
yeah, funkin'. Fork. There you go. Fork. I love it. By the way, Netflix, real quick. Guys gotta watch The Good Place. I never saw this ever in my life, and then I started watching it. Ted Danson and other people.
I have an idea of what the good place is. I was there last night.
Marty's.
No.
Okay, I don't want to know.
My bedroom.
I don't want to know. I don't want to know what love is. I want you to. No, anyways, it doesn't go like that. But dude, think about this. Okay, real quick. The premise of the show: 4 people die.
I like it already.
They end up going to what they assume is the good place,
Heaven.
heaven. Well,
It theoretically.
in this case, because these are like the people who run this are these omnipotent beings that represent certain
Aliens.
aspects. You know, could be aliens.
Aliens.
Again, back to the aliens. We just can't get away from them. So I
So
love it,
what
man.
you're saying is we're just playthings for aliens.
I think so. You guys gotta watch it. There's only 4 seasons, but man, wow, it is hilarious. I mean, the humor is slightly slapstick, slightly serious. I mean, there's a positive philosophical message behind. I mean, it is some deep stuff in a comedy series.
Hey, we're talking about aliens. Yeah, they're coming for us.
I was just gonna say, can you imagine if aliens like beamed down and said, "Bring us Duncan Echevarria," because I see all of our videos on YouTube.
I mean, like, I'm here. Let's get this done.
Bring us the three morons.
Remember when in that movie with Will Smith?
Men in Black.
No, the one the aliens.
Men in Black.
Men in Black.
The one in the spaceship. God, Independence Day.
Oh,
Independence
I was
Day.
gonna say.
So when the people are on the rooftop, they're like,
yeah,
"Oh my God, yay!"
You'd be right there with the song.
And the particle beam weapon just deploys right on them.
Yeah.
I was
Wait,
like,
barbecue those motherfuckers.
wow. I guess they were not expecting that. I was like, oh, okay, well, just.
Yeah, and one bitch is looking up. It's opening. Like, no shit, Sharon, we can see that.
There you go. So, yeah, I mean, it was just like, I think something like that's gonna happen one day. I mean, I'm just.
Look.
I mean, I don't know.
The universe is infinite and vast. There's no
we're
way.
the only ones in it.
There's two theories.
Okay, theory one, from your guy Neil deGrasse Thomas.
No.
What's his name?
Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Neil deGrasse Tyson, not to be confused with Degrassi Thomas.
Anyway, there's a theory that we are not the most advanced species in the universe.
Lies. Go ahead.
Or that we are the most advanced species in the universe. Meaning, there's something called the Great Filter. There's a huge apocalyptic happening, like the asteroid that wiped out the dinosaurs.
When he goes smart, he really goes smart. I'm just putting that out there. Go ahead. Continue. I gotta lean back for this one even more. Go ahead. Or just in case it's gonna hit there, I'm just saying.
So there's a great filter where a civilization can only make it so far before they eventually destroy themselves or something happens to where they get destroyed, like a giant asteroid. So,
Gerard Butler, by the way, just did a movie about that. Great movie. I'm not paying $20 to watch it. Go ahead.
Who's Gerard Butler?
The guy from Sparta. This is Sparta. The 300. You know that dude? Did you ever see that movie?
I saw the movie. I didn't know.
That was him.
I don't.
But he did a movie about it. It came out right now. It's called Greenland. I'm not paying $20 for it.
No.
No.
It'll come out on YouTube. Don't worry. But anyway, yeah. So I believe
Kevin Thompson, the bionic man with the bionic heart. What's going on? Hey, I dedicate this song to him. Bionic 6. Oh, a classic family. The Bionic 6. Again,
I'm closest to the window and I'm waving.
Another cartoon theme song from the early 90s. I went with it. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I wish we still had those swords that we had like on Halloween and just smack you on the head.
Interesting enough, we do.
There's one right there, but that one's a little bit heavy.
That's a little bit. No, you don't want to do that. I do have them. I definitely want to incorporate them into the show. In the car, I got the two swords and the battle axe. So yeah, there we go. There'll be sword fights one day. Go ahead.
Why do you have my wife in your car? The battle axe?
I thought it was ball and chain.
Wow.
Yeah, well,
wow. Ellie.
The old battle axe.
I'm telling you, don't she's got gorgeous skin, soft and supple.
Mike, burn him for me.
I don't have enough ash.
Is your cigar lit? Oh my God, we're all like cultivating. Look at that beautiful ash. We're cultivating ashes. Okay, listen, real quick before you continue with the alien, because I love where you're going with this. We are smoking today a 20th anniversary Opus X limited edition. Originally, when it came out, it was to commemorate the 20 years
Edición limitada.
Edición limitada. His español is muy bueno. But this was to honor the 20 years of Opus X.
Coaching at work.
The Hondurans have been teaching him really well.
Pedro.
Yeah.
I hope you buy him lunch every once in a while.
No.
Pedro de Hialeah. Not that guy. So we're either advanced or we're not advanced theory.
I think we are the most advanced, and all the UFOs that people see, I think that's us visiting from the future before we like completely wreck.
I've heard that theory before.
That is not an uncommon theory.
There is again, here we go, Netflix again. There is a show on there. I'm trying to remember what it is. It's got like one of those like one word cryptic things, but it's like a team of people in the far flung future, right? Through some sort of code, they're able to project their consciousness back into the bodies of people who just live. Let's say that if you just died right now, instantly, somehow that generates a numerical sequence, and they're able to intercept that and project their consciousness into that body, and thereby continuing that body's lifespan as these people. But they're from the future, and they're traveling back in time to avert certain disasters
So
and
kind of
stuff.
like a form of invasion of the body snatchers.
It reminded me more along the lines of what was that show with the guy who would travel back in time to a
Quantum
different
Leap.
Quantum Leap, exactly. It sort of reminded me like that. You know, he would travel into people's bodies,
Right.
you know, to try to avert certain things. I always
Yeah.
thought that was a pretty doggone cool show.
Yeah. That's actually on Cozy TV, if I remember.
Doggone! I just hit myself. I knew I was gonna have.
You need the stupid helmet?
Yeah, I may need the wow. I forgot. That's why I need a lower chair. See, I didn't want to sit on a higher. If I'd have been on that one, but well, that one has the backing and stuff like. But I mean, there's just some fun stuff out there. You know.
Well, there's also a theory that no civilization, like the United States, whatever.
The Empire of the United States
has never lasted.
Let's get it straight there, guys.
Has never lasted more than 250 years.
Where are we at right now?
Right around 250.
No, we still got a little late. We still got a little.
Before all hell
we
breaks
got a few more years.
A cataclysm's coming.
What?
A cataclysm?
Can you spell that?
No.
Okay.
C.
It involves the word cat. I hate cats.
Alism.
Alisms. I know you like cats, and it's okay. You like cats. I think they're all demons. I think cats are like demonic entities that walk among us. They jump on you when you're asleep and try to absorb your souls. No?
They're just making sure that you're okay.
Okay, well, there you go. What you got going on there, big guy? What's happening? What's your attention being drawn to?
He missed it, Znooner.
Wow. Well, now, okay then. Good afternoon. Look at that. We gained 2. We may lose 2, but we gained 2 right now. Wow. Did you hear what he said? You don't want to know. It's okay, man. You don't want to know.
Hey, they're fun. What do you want?
Let's hit the rewind here. Your cigar, how's it coming along? How are you liking it? Talk to me.
I'm really liking it.
Why?
Because it's a good damn cigar.
Why is so aggressive? Like, I like it. Why?
Yeah, why?
All I was missing was that big, that bright light right there. What is this, an interrogation?
Yeah.
Oh, look at that, beautiful man. Yours. What are your thoughts? What's it telling you?
It mellowed out. I still get the tobacco, but less of
I'd
the
be surprised if you didn't
pepper.
get any tobacco.
Yeah, right. Well, I mean, I get less of the pepper and less of the cedar now. It's just kind of like a plain tobacco sort of.
Okay. I hear you. I feel you, dog. I feel you.
Please don't.
I'm not going to, but on a fun note, on a really interesting fun note, on yesterday's Zoom call or Zoom video, there was Gabby Caffey, there was Armin from DAB Cigars. I ran into a gentleman who from Australia, from Sydney, Australia. He now lives in Malaysia. He was on that.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's Sam something or other. I forgot. It was an Australian name. I think their English down there is different.
Yeah.
So okay, then there was a kid. His name was Josh. Wonderful individual. His place is a brewery, bar, and cigar establishment. So I think he's out of Indiana. And then there's these great guys, Mountain Cigars from West Virginia. Dude, they look like they were just chilling all throughout the phone call, just laughing their heads off at the zaniness. Ron from RTV Cigars was on.
Yeah, I haven't seen him in a while.
Oh, he's doing good, man. It's just a lot of work with him, man. Particularly in the Charlotte market area, it's very, very different than up here.
I think it's tough everywhere, man.
Yeah.
Like,
it is.
Alex Spencer from Manza Cigars. I mean, Alex and I, we had a blast last night laughing. Brad from Arizona was on. I mean, it was a great group of interesting guys that a lot of love for the industry, a lot of just fun smoking good cigars. And I think at one point Armin said that he was impressed with the size of cigar that Alex Spencer was smoking. And I said, yeah, it's a BBC.
oh,
It's a big black cigar. And of course Alex chimed in. Absolutely. Well, it went a little bit sideways, with fun shenanigans that pursued. All started by me, of course. And
shenanigator.
yeah, I'm the shenanigator. So it was.
Instigator of
Dear
shenanigans.
God.
Yeah, I mean, it was.
That's
It was.
going to be his new screen name somewhere.
You know, at one point, Gabby got up and I said, I know what everybody's thinking and nobody's going to say it, you know. And guys, I had somebody go, Gabby, what an ass. You, God almighty, bless you. Look at the ass on you. Your wife must adore you. Soon thereafter, his wife. And then soon thereafter, his wife jumped on. And he goes, thank you, Duncan. I'm glad. Yes, this is my man. And, you know, I love Vivian. She was awesome.
It finally ashed.
Oh, there you go.
At about an inch and a half.
But dude, when I said that at that point, I think everybody in that Zoom call just like they all like lost it, like a little leaning backwards. The only guys who did not fall were the guys from West Virginia.
They were sitting down.
They were on very comfortable recliners. They were like, oh my god,
feet up and everything.
Almost. I tell you what, I was thinking about it. And I go, you know, I need to like in the future get us some good comfy chairs when we do the show.
Couple old lazy boys.
We need taller chairs.
Taller,
because we're just heads right now.
No, I gotta have this.
Well, the idea, Shane, is actually, I'm thinking, if the camera comes down to like where sort of the mic height is right there, the microphone height.
So you still have to be angling it up to see the sun.
Yeah.
They're gonna be looking up our nose, which is not good.
But the thing about it is that camera, you can adapt the lens width. So whereas with the one that we're using right now, it's a static length or camera opening size or whatnot.
Static zoom.
So with the other one, we can open it up a little bit from the one location. And I think that's actually one of the reasons why I want to mess around with that. And if we could do that, man, that'd be great.
You probably got about a 20 millimeter objective lens on that. If you went to something a little bigger, like a 30 or a 40. Probably get a little bit more. Yeah. I mean, again, it's all step by step, you know, making it better. I like this, to tell you the truth, guys, because, and I don't mean this in a weird way, nothing against the boys next door, but I always felt still a little bit like Autumn, the barbershop. Under someone's thumb.
Now we're here. We can sit, we can chill, we can drink, we can smoke. I can drink. Over there, I did it randomly.
Yeah.
But you know, we can do a little something. By the way, Kevin Thompson, he didn't make this, but I'm not to hold you to it, Kevin, if you're watching. But he had mentioned, and if you're still watching, correct me, Kevin. He said Iron Maiden beer.
Right, the Trooper.
That yes, he had found that for us.
It's supposed to be a good beer.
I was like, man, that would be fantastic. I'd love to. That's actually one of the questions that was posed yesterday on the Zoom call. They said, do you guys pair beer with cigars? And I go all the time. I was actually drinking a Belgian white, what do you call it, Blue Moon? And it was very mild, very light, very crisp, and it allowed me to taste my cigar.
Yeah, and actually the new peanut butter beer that Joe has goes real good with it.
Ooh, peanut butter.
Yeah. It's a peanut butter beer.
And
if you mix it with the chocolate they have over there, you get Reese's peanut butter cup.
No, thank you.
I may have to.
It's not actually that bad.
I may have to get a growler, and maybe he can mix it in a growler.
You could.
There you go. That'd be fantastic. By the way, Red Buffalo Brewing Company, great place in town. You can't go wrong with it. So you can actually even mix a growler, half and half. Hey, what a great thing. Listen, if you guys are in town in Statesville, hit them up. Support your local shops. Like I said the other day when you were not with us, I said, you know what? Everything aside, it's about supporting small shops. You know, we have restructured the Doña Noli shop. We're going to be operating predominantly online. We're going to be pushing our social media platforming heavier.
Order some cigars too.
Order cigars up the gajingy jingies. We will appreciate it. You like it when I say the gajingy jingies. And the dangly danglies.
Oh, Jesus.
No, not Jesus. Not Jesus.
Dangly parts.
There you go. So, man, I'm really excited. The holidays are also upon us, and by that I call them Christmas season. But you guys got any plans? Are you guys traveling? Is anybody doing anything out there?
Yes.
Where are you off to?
I have to pick up a motorcycle for Allie. Oh shit, Allie, don't watch. I mean, just don't. Never mind.
Yeah, don't. By the way, did you find one? Oh man, that's all. Now, you were looking for at least the base frame, but did you find a better deal or?
Yes. So
Allie's not watching. Don't worry about it.
I'm getting a motorcycle from our friend Santiago.
Did you finally work that one out with him?
Yeah.
Good.
So it's gonna be another Honda, but I think I'm gonna build this one let her have it for a little bit, and probably sell it and get her a Harley, and then build that.
Nice, dude. That sounds like nice.
And then I'm getting a 4-wheeler for my brother because we just built a racetrack for our dirt bikes. And, I watched it happen.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
Live.
okay.
Yeah, you're supposed to let me know about that other bike you got sitting in your dad's garage.
Wait a second. Do I interpret that Mike the Man Striegel might be a biker?
No.
No? Okay.
Not there yet.
Not there yet.
Not there yet.
He does still have that 883.
Yeah, but I'm in the process of getting a car first.
Yeah, he's getting that car first. His priorities.
The Woody wagon is on its way out.
Priorities are always motorcycles.
Yeah, are you riding in this cold weather? No.
Yes.
Well, you're nuts. I mean, you eventually I see him taking like multiple medications to just balance himself out. You know.
Heavily medicated for your protection.
So listen, you were gone for 3 shows.
Because he didn't like us anymore.
That's true. One was you were doing a mutter.
The hell was that?
Yeah.
Is that like the traditional, the racing and stuff like that? You know? No, but that's like you physically like obstacles and stuff like that. How'd you like that? I mean, have you done them before? Have you done any of that stuff before?
Yeah.
Well, but I mean, okay, let me say this. Non-military oriented.
No.
Okay.
Now, was this one military oriented?
No.
This was for fun.
Yeah, that's why it's so much easier.
You were voluntold, apparently. Okay, so moving on. I guess it was
all right, so it was almost 8 miles with 30 different obstacles.
What?
Yeah.
You can get my fat self to walk 8 minutes of that 8 miles.
So here's
with
the thing.
Obstacles.
A bunch of the guys on my team were talking shit, like, because they had done them before. You're like, yeah, man, you better keep up, this, and that. And I'm just sitting here, I'm just thinking to myself, like, okay, as soon as you guys hit that first obstacle, everybody's going to check up. And, like, there's a mud pit probably about the size of the rug in here that everybody had. That's the first obstacle, was like a mud pit. And it was pretty deep, and it got slick. It got real slick because we were all in tennis shoes. But everybody is like slows down and stops and tries to go around it. I just run right through it and splash mud all over everybody.
Nice, good man.
I just ran right by them.
Good man.
And then
you floated almost right above the mud.
No.
Okay, you were going.
I just like stomped through it.
I thought you were just going so fast you nearly didn't even touch somebody, like very Jesus-like.
No. I just stomped in it and got mud all over everybody. And then we went over a few obstacles, and I kept having to like stop and wait on everybody. And
why? You're a winner. You're an American.
That's what I told him.
You're a winner.
That's what I told him on the way there. I was like, listen, PT is an individual effort. I'm not going to be your cheerleader, and I'm not going to wait.
What's the guy from Talladega Nights? He said, if you're not the first, you're last.
Yep, and that's how it went. And I was only beat by one other dude on our team because he's a marathon runner.
You should have tripped him.
I thought about it, but he ran by me too fast.
Throw a rock at him or something.
Yeah.
Take a piece of. I would have cheated.
But
I would have cheated.
It was pretty good. There was one of our guys that was hanging with me for a little bit, but he eventually fell off. Also.
And then the following one was you were serving because you stopped on that previous Friday.
Training.
You were. Man, don't say like that. I love the fact that you are there, man, and you're doing what you're doing. If I had his age, again, if I hit myself one more time on this thing, I'm gonna hit it again. I'm gonna hit it, but like really to knock myself out in front of everybody.
Hey, best show ever.
What happened? He hit it, and then he hit himself on purpose to just knock himself out.
Last week of February, I'm not gonna be here either.
Why?
A whole week long of training.
There was like a Valentine's Day extended thing or something like that. I was like, oh man, he's taking an Allie for an extended thing. See, Allie, I'm throwing this out there, so he's gonna, great, thanks, Duncan. Now I gotta do something.
He's really going to speed weeks in Daytona.
I wish.
Is that it?
I'd rather.
That's about when the Rolex and stuff is.
What happens in Daytona? What's it called?
Rolex race, 24-hour race.
People are running with
driving,
Rolexes.
No, driving race cars.
You can't drive a Rolex. You can drive a Rolex.
No, it's Rolex is a sponsor. The winners get a Rolex watch.
Ooh, nice.
You know, like with whale skin.
Diamonds and stuff like that on it.
Yeah, you know, exotic animals and shit all
So
on
I
it.
like the little exotic on it. So you were serving, and then last Wednesday you were like out on the road, and you were like, fit to be tied.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What time did you get home finally that night?
7 or 8.
Wow, dude. That's
But
something.
he did like comment on some of the stuff. So.
He did. He participated. All right, guys. I'm telling you, this cigar, I believe for me, it has amped up the strength. I'm at not quite the midway point, but I am in that second, third.
It is getting stronger towards the end.
Well, it's not. We're about there, you know. But I think it's amped up just enough to let you know, hey, this is not a pretty and ostentatious cigar. This cigar has got some oomph behind it.
Oh, it does. This one, you have to take it slow.
Yeah. You know, I'm actually surprised that you're smoking as slow as you're smoking today.
I got a draw issue.
Oh, dude, really? Is it that tight?
It's not tight. It's real loose, so it's hard to.
Also, you know, it's a little too much airflow.
Mm-hmm.
So you're slowing it down, otherwise you're gonna get a hot burning. Okay, well that's cool.
Find the hole, put your finger over it.
You see, guys, I'm telling you, it's just I don't even know. I made something like do Zoom again because the Zoom was like so tame compared to this. It really was until I started opening my mouth with the most cockamamie stuff.
Oh,
You're one for shock value, I think.
I don't know what it was, man, but it was like I felt. You know, I have an analogy about I in retrospect, and I also want to say thank you to the guys from last night, and I apologize. You know, I come across a little bit sometimes insane, which is true, but
no way.
I felt like I was that. Imagine, if you will, you're in church, the priest is all the way at the end.
Yeah,
you're surrounded by everybody. There's a nice little lady next to you. There's another little lady next to you, and in the middle of that brief moment when the priest stops, you cut loose with a thunderous fart, and everybody's like looking around, and then
you blame it on the morning.
and then I look at one of the old ladies and I go, "It's okay. It happens to everybody. It's okay." You know, and I'm like, "Oh, it's okay, everybody. Come on." You know, I felt like I was that guy yesterday during the Zoom call.
You were the asshole.
Yeah, pretty much. I was like, Lord, I felt.
But you played so well.
I had a good time though. They I mean, telling you, man, these guys were like, wow. And I met some unique individuals from all over the U.S., even outside the U.S. and everything. So
it's always fun when you get to meet.
Yeah, man, I like that
stuff like that.
The guy in Malaysia, man, he said that it's like 95 degrees standard out there, but that's not bad. It's the humidity.
They're right on the equator.
Yeah, but he said the worst thing is it's also a subtropical climate, and the humidity is like the morning. He says when you step outside,
oh yeah,
it's like you're bathing in sweat. And he goes, and then the folks who live there are so accustomed to it, they're like, like nothing, I was like, Lord bless it.
And they're laughing at the tourists.
Yeah, and then the guy from Arizona, he said, well, during the days right now in Arizona, it's in the mid 70s, but at nighttime it drops to real cold.
Because the sand can't hang on to the heat.
Yeah, I mean, it was interesting to hear what these guys are at. What was I know one Armin is in New York, and New York got a good chunk of snow.
Yeah, parts of Maryland got it too.
Yeah.
Thomas was riding through Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania got it. Maryland got it.
Penn's Woods.
Yeah, all that. That's what we were supposed to get, that rain and stuff that came through on Wednesday. It kept on going and dropped snow.
Well, they're calling.
Boone got snow.
They're calling that it might be a white Christmas as well.
Yeah, we got flurries in Raleigh last week while I was coming home.
Yeah, they say we're supposed to have snow on Christmas Eve here.
Again,
they can keep that shit.
Wherever you're at, just
Allie's gonna be excited about it.
Be safe, everybody. I mean,
hey, I really don't care if it snows because I'm on vacation. I don't care.
Okay, so you're gone for the last 2 weeks of the year.
No, I am not working for the last 2 weeks of the year.
Yeah, what I'm saying. So you're taking your time. Okay, good, man.
On Christmas Day, I'm going to do Christmas.
Nice. And you said you're gonna travel to go get that stuff. But are you staying for the rest of the year here, or?
Yeah. No, I'm not going out of state.
Yeah, that's cool, man. That's awesome. Hey, saludos. What's going on, man? Hey, listen. How's everything in Chicago, man? How are you guys doing over there? Are you guys impacted, whether it's weather-wise or mandates-wise? I mean, how's Chicago dealing with all this stuff?
Hopefully, they're not like New York, where there's no indoor dining or anything
Yeah,
else at all.
as a matter of fact, Armin was saying that yesterday because he's up there in New York. He said the saving grace also, by the way, a new tobacco tax got approved that's over 120% on tobacco. That's insane. He said their blessing is that their business operations is not in the state of New York. I mean, he's got an office there, but
so they're not having to pay that tax.
No, man, that's insane, dude. That's insane.
So what does that make a $5 cigar?
Imagine, if you will, that's going to be around an $11 to $12 cigar.
Because of taxes.
Plus sales tax on top of that. I mean, imagine that.
Christ.
If you got like a $5 cigar, dude, you're going to be paying like $12, $13.
Well, what do they charge? What, like $10, $12 for a pack of cigarettes now?
It's insane. It's in California, I think it's like either 77 or 80% tobacco tax.
Mm-hmm.
Like a Macanudo that's $8 here, it's almost $20 over there. It's insane, dude. It's
Carol's friends came up to visit a couple years ago, and they were buying cartons.
I believe it. That's common.
That used to happen on the JRs that used to be here in Statesville.
Well,
that was their biggest business.
People do that.
They would come out of state,
crossing to Canada. They cross to Canada. That's one of the things that they look at. They're very people. You know, they search sometimes. You know, randomly see if you're bringing back tobacco and stuff like that. But another thing that they talked about yesterday on this call was that Canada's booming in I think the cigar trade, which is some ungodly number in increase in sales in Canada. But again, you know, they also receive a monthly stimulus per citizen of $2,000.
Yeah, the United States is the only country that has not provided a monthly payout.
Yeah, I mean,
and right now they still haven't approved the latest stimulus.
It's insane.
And come the 25th, all of the benefits and stuff, like the extra unemployment stuff like that, done.
Well, I gotta be brutally honest, guys, and I don't mean this to be a Debbie Downer, but and again, and I say if the programs are out there and apply, Monday morning I will be at social services. I'm not ashamed to admit this. This is Jersey. You know, there is, and had I known this, I would have taken advantage of this. There was a moratorium that was put in place for people who are having problems with rents or whatnot. So if you are in need of that,
well, all of that runs out on the 25th.
On the 30th, it runs out the moratorium
so they can start kicking everybody out.
So the thing is that they're looking to see an extension on that straight
Congress
through
needs to get their
the
ass in
holidays.
here and do whatever they're going to do.
Yeah, I agree with that, man. It's some tough times ahead.
Me, I've been one of the lucky ones.
Boss man,
look at it that way.
I've
been working.
How are the shops up there? How's businesses in Chicago? I mean, it's Chicago is the other Big Apple. It's
like another
big sauce.
I mean, so you guys, how's the struggle up there when it comes to the brick and mortars, to the small shops? What are your thoughts? If you're still watching, let me know what's going on in Chicago.
I've lost all faith in the government.
Well, I'll tell you what.
You and so many other damn people.
I agree with that statement.
I'm just gonna do whatever the hell I want.
You know.
Well, what was a recent poll? With this new vaccine, half the country doesn't want to take it.
Yeah, because you're sicker than what you would be when you get the fucking virus.
Well,
you might as well just take your chance with the virus.
They're stressing the fact, and I understand this, that you are being injected the genetic code of the virus, not the virus, so thereby
it's like the flu shot.
Your body will develop these antibodies.
Correct.
But there's a lot of people who are really, I mean, the one question I've heard a lot is, how can you come up with something in such a short amount of time when it's taken years and decades and you still haven't even figured out other stuff?
I just read one place, they suspended giving out the shots because they had 4 of the healthcare workers have adverse reactions to the shot.
You know,
And there are some people that can't take it because they're allergic to everything. I know one person who's allergic to eggs.
so here's the funny thing. I don't know if you guys saw it on the news. Vice President Spencer got his corona shot, vaccine shot.
Spencer?
It's Spence, whatever his name is, Spence?
Pence.
Same guy. Third cousin to you, I think.
No.
But I'm looking at this. Okay. How do I know that's what he got injected? I mean, it could have been just a saline solution. I mean, again, I respect
Zima.
certain things, but as far as I'm concerned, he got injected a little bit of water. I don't know. I mean, how do we know? Whatever. I mean, I stopped trusting politicians years ago.
Yep.
I cannot. If you'd have shown me, I'll tell you what, if you'd have shown me a little old lady, you know, sitting down on that stage and walking up and taking a shot, I might have believed that a lot more than watching the vice president.
In England, the first person to get it was like a 70-year-old woman.
I believed that more than I did
and then like a day or so later, they had a couple people that also got allergic reactions to it.
There you go. You know, and Moderna just got approval for their vaccine to go out.
Yep.
So Pfizer and Moderna.
So now you got two different companies that are making a shit ton of money off of it.
Yeah, dude, I'm telling you, it's some interesting stuff out there right now. I mean, let me ask you right off the bat, would you take it?
Hell no.
Would you take it?
No.
I'm not an anti-vaxxer, but
No, me either. But I don't get the flu shot either.
yeah.
I don't get the flu shot. I don't even know when it was the last time I got the flu shot.
Well,
no, but here's the screwed
for
up
me,
thing about
it's
North Carolina.
mandatory for me.
Yeah.
Military.
Well, you got to.
They
Yeah.
might make it mandatory for us, because we're government employees.
Yeah. But
That
actually,
is
here in
true.
North Carolina, employers can make it mandatory for people to get the
I'll find a
vaccine.
new job. I will find a new
That
job.
they actually discussed that. Because North Carolina is a right to work state, they can make it mandatory.
Yeah. I mean, it's
Watch
just.
how many places will go out of business.
You know how many people will be like, "Oh, I'm finding another job."
Oh yeah.
There's some interesting times ahead, guys. I mean,
Interesting is not the word I would
No.
use.
yeah, I mean,
I wouldn't
and
either.
that's for lack of a better terminology, but they're interesting times because there is so much that's up in the air, both politically, socially. I mean, families that are struggling,
Yep.
businesses that are closing, businesses that are restructuring, myself included. I mean, there's so much going on right now, and I'm not gonna put it all on the government, but I'm like, is it so bad if there's like maybe an even balance program that can say, okay, listen, it's gonna be tough. Let's call it quits for that 100 days, whatever.
Mhm.
But let's make sure that everybody for 100 days has the financial protection that they need so that they're not going to struggle. I could be wrong in that. I mean, maybe I'm 100% wrong in that. But if you're going to really create this, what do you call it, a 1984 or George Orson Welles
1984.
concept, you know, I go, well, okay, if you're going to shove this down anybody's throat, stop trying to do it like with a dropper.
Mhm.
Let's do it. Let's move on from it, and that's that. Starling, what's going on, Starling? How you doing, brother? I know you. No, man, it's okay. You're never late, young man.
We're all late today.
It's okay, brother. We got about another 17 more minutes, so you're still good. Starling, you gonna take the shot? Are you gonna get vaccinated? Anybody that's watching right now, put your thoughts, put your comments. You know, are you guys gonna get vaccinated? Yes, no, maybe.
No.
Why not? All that stuff.
Living large.
I believe that there's some shops that
Let's just smoke
for,
indoors.
with a social distance and others you shop. Yeah, man, there's a lot of restructuring of this. As a matter of fact, during the call, yesterday the Zoom call with the Boutique Cigar Association, that was one of the things I said. Is the brick and mortar on a decline now? There was a lot of back and forth discussion. Josh, the young man who owns that nice brewery / bar and cigar joint, said that he feels that the survivability of the brick and mortars is also contingent upon what they offer, what their financial strength is, and also if they have an online aspect as well. So
Right.
it's multiple criteria that brick and mortars are looking at right now for the long-term survivability, maybe into 2022.
And unfortunately, for a lot of people, cigars are a luxury.
Yeah, and the thing is that for 2020, there's been a 30% increase in the cigar industry, and it's insane. I mean, some factories have dropped their production levels at one point during the COVID, and still low production, but there somehow greater sales happening. And Alex Spencer brought up a very valid point. He said there was a huge bump up in sales when everybody got their stimulus checks, particularly for the companies, for businesses. A lot of businesses, what they did is they flipped that into massive amounts of inventory to help them ride out a lengthier time frame. Some companies got big payouts, some didn't.
There's a lot of grumbling about that. A lot of people thought that big businesses that may not have needed a stimulus or a bailout or whatever got it, while the smaller companies, say maybe like you or you know, like the chop shop that you you know, they didn't get the help that they needed. But I mean, there's really no good choice. There's really, all we can do is the best for us, and there's no one size fits all answer for that.
No, there isn't.
And that's the most challenging part about this is, I mean, people say, oh, it's a political virus, or oh, this is all planned, or maybe, but you still have to deal with it. It's here now. We got to fight it. You know what I mean?
Everybody's got to survive and find a way to survive.
Yeah.
I agree with you guys.
And that's why I say shop local.
Mhm.
Fuck Walmart, Amazon, and you know, all those other.
I mean, those guys, they're going to be around forever. I mean, they have the
Deep
financial
pockets.
bang. As a matter of fact,
So come on down to Tyler's Custom Cycles. Get you a new motor.
I was having a discussion with Marco, who works at Casa Monte Cristo, and he told me that the general management said their sales were through the roof, and one of their biggest problems was that they could not keep inventory because they were running out of inventory. But again, you're talking about.
You were selling cigars fast, and you can get them in at the height of all this too.
This is very true.
Yeah.
One of the biggest things that a lot of people, if you know this, you know it, but these companies that are very large scale, they have massive distribution and warehousing facilities. So they usually get first dibs from all the manufacturers. So, for example, and not to
Once they're all bought up.
I mean, not to name names, but let's say, for example, we'll go with Perdomo. Perdomo, not because they did that, but
we'll call it Company X.
Let's say Company X, you know, okay, yeah, well, Company X, JR, their wholesale division says, we want to buy 10,000 boxes
Holy shit.
of each of your brands. So when I call, say, hey, I want to buy one box of each of your brands, who do you think they're going to give preference to?
The guy buying the most.
So exactly, they're going to say, well, listen, man, that's a whole container of cigars,
and it's guaranteed.
And it's exactly, and then
Right.
Duncan only wants maybe 10 cigar boxes. Well, Duncan, you're going to have to wait. And I saw that, and I've seen that, and I'm dealing with that because some of the orders, you know, I got a person who's been waiting on one box for over a month now, you know, and I'm like, wow. And the answer, it's funny. The rep told me it's interesting because that's an inexpensive cigar. So we have sold out so much of that because those are the first things that blow up.
Everybody's buying cheap.
You know, it's a cheaper cigar, so I can buy now a little bit more of that one, and then I can maybe buy one box of the expensive stuff.
Help try to sustain
So
yourself.
it's insane, that mentality. But again, I go back to it, you know, people like CI, Cigars International, they have storage facilities that are the size of football fields.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
I mean, literally in Hampton, Virginia, that is one of the main distribution centers. And Hampton is, they call it that generically, but their Hampton location, or Hampton, is 3 locations that same size. One is for the wholesale, which is to us. Another one is dedicated to just their marketing, swag, and memorabilia, and you know, like artwork. So imagine a building where all you do is you walk in, you don't see cigars. All you see is posters and boxes and caps and cutters, and that's all you see for the entire size of a football field. Holy Moses! And then there is the distribution center for cigars, which is the size of another football field. Lord bless it, man. So that's the power that sometimes the small brick and mortar shops are contending with. And a question was, how do we compete with that? How do we fight? Well, in my case, to restructure my business to go completely online is smart. I'm eliminating overhead up to gajingy jingies.
You don't have to pay rent on a building.
Correct. So I'm refocusing on working out of my home base. I'm working out of my own office. I have a storage area which I can now dedicate to just the brand of Doña Noli cigars, which that's what we're gonna store here, and that's what we're gonna work to. Exactly.
I just got a bundle of yours not too long ago too. You're natural.
Thank you very, very much about that. I had a conversation with Andy, Andy Smith from Lake Norman Coffee. We had a fantastic meeting a few days ago. Super excited about the future of our gourmet coffee brand. Really, really excited. Andy really surprised me with our conversation, how open and willing to work with me and help me he was. I was really, honestly, shocked and floored. But again, a bigger entrepreneur said, I want to help a smaller one. That was awesome. And I appreciate that a lot, man. But it's maybe tag teaming also. Small businesses coming together. How can we all help each other to survive this? I think that might be the future also of brick and mortars. Who can we partner up with, maybe locally or just outside the local realm, and move forward?
Like what you had before when you were next to the Red Buffalo, kind of like you supplemented each other. Like people would come to your shop and say, "Oh, I can get a beer too."
Right.
So the combined business would kind of not scavenge, but like help feed each other.
Feed off of each other.
Yeah.
Feed off of each other. As a matter of fact, that's true. Online is the new way. I agree. Yeah. Unfortunately, some of you are still old school, and I agree. Listen, my man, I am that old school guy. I'm almost 50. I believe in that people interaction. I love to see a great gathering of friends and family and supporters in my shop. I love that.
And it will get that way again. But Amazon was really the forefront.
Yeah,
it was too easy. Yeah. It made it too easy.
Right. And now, especially with everybody being pretty much stuck at home, what do? Shop online.
But that's so if you think about like what happened in the 30s with the Volstead Act.
Yeah, the 30s. Gosh, you look good for your age, man.
Right.
What are you like 90, 120 years old, give or take?
Yeah. About that, yeah. But
still spry.
It's just that the way he talks, like he lived that shit, I remember the 30s, yeah, my days.
When they banned alcohol and they closed down all the bars and stuff like that, what do? They made speakeasies. I'm not saying people are gonna illegally meet in the back room just to smoke a cigar. No, but they're still gonna find a way.
We'll be a little bit easy here, though. We're gonna speak and we're gonna be a little bit easy. Thank you, Jason. I appreciate it. I'm actually gonna do once we're set up completely in here and really nice and done. I'm gonna do some pictures, post it online so you guys can see where we're gonna be doing the show from, where we're gonna be operating out of. So I'm very excited. But like you said, I think also there is gonna be a resurgence of the private clubs, because in a private club right now currently is a place where you pay a membership, right? 50 cents, $1, whatever you want to pay it, and then you can get liquor inside.
No, sorry, not on the list.
And you can get a cigar inside, and you can continue, and the norms are a little bit different in there.
Well, with something like that, can you actually smoke still smoke inside?
Private club?
Yeah, in a private club, yes. Gold Leaf is a private club.
Okay. So like, there's another like local place around here, Cedar Stump.
No, because he doesn't have a tobacco license.
Okay, so you have to have depending on your licensing and stuff like that. Okay.
If you, for example, if I'm a cigar lounge and I go private club, then and I want to add liquor, I must have a liquor license.
Okay.
If he wants to allow smoking, because he's a private club, and there's also you got to look at the numbers also, because as you're going to be regulated by the ABC, you got to show a percentage of food, liquor, and tobacco.
Okay.
So
and they don't serve food there either. So.
right, for a private club, cigar lounge, there's a different allowance. I mean, but it's mostly contingent upon tobacco sales against liquor.
I got you.
You know, if you're a bar, let's say a pub, and you have some food items, and you have liquor, and you wanna then say, well, I want to have a cigar area. You gotta understand that dynamic. You're gonna have to give up something for the other one.
Right.
You know,
right.
so that's pretty much what's out there right now.
So that was basically the same thing as what a lot of people here in Statesville know. A place that used to be around here, Rabbit and Moon, was kind of the same.
Yeah,
It was a private club.
Yeah, Rabbit and Moon.
You could go in there and get all the drinks
Wasted.
you wanted.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
Well, yeah, wasted.
That
but you couldn't smoke in there, so.
Yeah.
Speaking of wasted.
Oh, wait a second. The Irishman has the floor. Go for it.
Me and Allie got trashed last night.
No,
Yeah.
So it
no,
wasn't so.
no. Come on. I don't believe it.
I don't believe it either.
So we were at Marty's. I went there after work.
Do you ever go there? I mean, it seems like once in a while. Apparently, I hear that you're there.
No, I went to Marty's, and after she got off work, she sat down to have a drink. Well, I kept reaching over and grabbing her drink and taking sips off of it, so she kept getting mad, and like Will would hand her another drink, and before her hand got to it, I just intercepted, and she was like smacking me.
These
like,
crazy kids in love, man.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's adorable.
I do love alcohol.
Oh yeah, and Allie, he
Yeah.
loves
Her too,
you
yeah.
too, like a
Great,
lot. Well, listen, guys, we are already at an hour 21. I think we more than dropped all kinds of stuff on these guys.
I'm late for an appointment.
We started with Defenders of the Earth. We went through aliens. We talked about bouncing signals, traveling in the holidays. Back to it real quick, if you don't mind. Let's wrap up the cigar. I'm about to go into my last third.
Yep.
You've been having some struggles with that cigar, and I hate that because it's a good cigar. But
It is.
if you put that aside, what are your final thoughts on the? We're smoking, by the way, an Opus X 20th anniversary. So wonderful cigar. But what are your thoughts?
It's still a good cigar.
And brutally honest, don't hold back.
Well, it is a good cigar. Yeah, I had difficulties with the wrapper and all that, but the blend is still there. Like that's what held up the rating for me. I guess that's what carried it through, because I can absolutely. I see the justification for the reputation and the price point and all that.
Let's do a 1 to 5. 1 sucks, 5 top of the line. Where would you throw this cigar? Let's say the price point of this cigar is around the $20 range. Yes, we know it was a gift, but if you say, I bought this cigar, did it give me my dollar value?
Now, if I went to JR's and got this and decided to smoke it and it did that, I would be supremely upset. Mainly with
Totally
JR's.
with you. No, but I'm totally with you as well on that.
And I would probably say, hey,
Yeah, I
what's
let
going
him
on
know.
with this?
I let him know, like, look, I bought this cigar, like, today, yesterday, whatever, and then I had this issue. But it's still, like I said, the flavor profile, the strength, the blend, all that.
1 to 5. 1 bad, 5 top notch.
Solid 4. And I'm only giving it a 4
Good,
because of the
The
wrapper
evaporation.
situation.
I respect the hell out of that, man. That is awesome. That's on point. Mike, talk a little bit about the cigar, and then 1 to 5. It's in the $20 range. If you had bought it, what are your thoughts?
I would actually buy this. I mean, it wouldn't be an everyday thing.
Right.
Okay, I respect that. Yeah.
Special occasion.
Yeah, like for New Year's.
Yeah.
Be one of those kind of things. Flavor profile has been solid all the way through. Been good. I got a better constructed one for whatever reason, and I would give it a solid 5.
Solid, man. For me, I love Fuente. Let me begin with that. I'm not gonna give it a 5. I'm gonna give it a solid 4 also. Not because of anything more, anything less than I look at pricing. I do that, and I hate to say it because being a retailer, being a tobacconist, the price point.
Well, that's a different.
is something that's why I want to bring it like this. Pricing is so important for me a lot of times when I'm gauging a cigar. Would I buy it again at the $20+ range? Absolutely. I wouldn't have a problem with that. As Mike said, I might say, you know what? It was a good month. I'm going to buy me a couple of these. I'm going to, at the end of the month, smoke them. I had a good quarter. I may buy a box, or I treat myself and say, you know, at the end of the year, I bought a 10 count. So, yeah, I'm okay with that. Would I pursue it as a daily? Of course not. And the reason I'm saying the 4, I'm gonna walk the edge on this one. At the $20 plus range, I still feel it can give me a little bit more, and it just didn't get there.
Well, this to me, this is the reason I'm smoking this one so slow is because it's one of the heaviest cigars I've smoked.
Now, see, I noticed that it started off
A little lighter,
and then
it has amped up.
And
I like that.
That's why I would give it a 5.
Well, I'll tell you what. I like the fact that it has amped up a little bit. I like the fact that it's a little bit of a cigar that tells you a story, you know, and I do enjoy that. I'll just simply go back to it, guys. Overall, if it was maybe like, you know, $15, 12 to 15, I would say solid 5, because then it covered every base. It's just I'm a poor schmuck, you know, so I gotta watch all my pennies. But that's the only reason. If you can do it, great, fantastic. Get a box. If not, do it as a treat. But solid 4 all day long, from morning to sunset. Yeah, I love the flavor complexities. I got that zinc never left, and that little soft pepper. The wood has amped up. I feel a little bit of a hit in the back of my throat, which is really enjoyable. There is a little bit of leather in there, but it's like a well-worn, soft, buttery leather. So I enjoy that. And I'm there out of 4. I'm at a solid 4 on this one.
It was good all the way around.
Yeah, we'll be back. I'll be back on Monday with you guys at 11
a.m.
a.m.
Show Wednesday.
Wednesday we'll be here. Are you available?
Yes.
Maybe.
So
Okay.
I actually I'll have you guys Christmas gifts on Wednesday if they come in on time.
I'm a petite, by the way. I'm a petite. Or not.
So now I gotta go get him a Christmas present.
No, you don't.
Well, I mean, I'm saying.
But I think it's something you guys can use. I think it's something you're gonna enjoy, and it's gonna have a
underwear.
No.
Oh, I mean, I can use. I'm down to like I only got a few left. Just saying.
Great, he's gonna get you a leopard print.
Nice.
Banana hammock.
I love it. But no, here's the problem with that. Were they maybe in a pineapple theme?
Even better.
There we go. There we go. You know, I'm saying
In fact, I'm gonna find.
I'm not gonna wear them on the show.
No, I'm gonna find a way to incorporate pineapples on your.
Although, if you guys, I have what do you call those?
Chaps?
No, under warmers. You know,
thermal underwear.
Thermal underwear.
Why were you looking at me trying to figure this out?
I don't know because
he knows.
You got that grinder. You got that grinder thing, you know. So I have no idea, you know. So hey guys, you know, just for the hell of it, I would do that, and I would put the underwear on top of that just to mess with everybody. Briefly, that's all I would do.
Dan,
or take a picture. And
I'll come in, see Duncan, like, all right, well then I'm out of here.
Or take a picture and then in the middle of the show just post it. This is what they look like, you know.
Oh,
yeah,
but anyway,
he'll put it up. And when he comes back here, we can be here by himself.
Yeah, but no, I'm not gonna do that, guys. I'm not gonna do that. God forbid. Anyways, but listen.
I'll end up out the window, and I'm running for the door.
We are hoping to get better every show, and we're thanking everybody for having stuck with us this year. It's been a crazy year. We'll do a few more things before the year ends, and we'll definitely wrap it up on a good note. If you're struggling, I'm with you. I understand. Let's all help each other out as much as we can. If you got buds like these, you're never alone. Thank you, everybody. I appreciate everybody so much for this. And as we always say, smoke well. We do. Take care. God bless and enjoy, everybody.